Hey now,
Hey now.
welcome back to another episode of the Game Cellar. I've got with me Ryan Bo'Brien,
It's me, man.
and I'm your
Orphan Bo
host,
Borphin.
Orphan. I guess Bo'Borphin makes the most sense, huh?
I
Orphan.
feel like your brain is just addled with sickness right now.
I'm in a hell, a certain type of hell that it cannot be easily explained because my brain is not functioning. You know,
Guys, he's fighting for his life right now.
regarding my brain not functioning, it is true. But
You're in for a treat, boys.
how's everyone in
You're
chat?
in for a
Yeah,
treat.
you're in for a fever dream, a haze of a stream. I'm gonna be saying some real off the cuff shit, more than usual.
Chugging NyQuil.
Believe it or not, yeah, I'm all Sudafeded out of my gourd over here.
Could you imagine? Be the liveliest stream we've ever had.
Yeah,
We'd never come back. We'd never be allowed to come back.
I like to consider myself pretty straight edge, but when it comes to Sudafed, I snort that shit.
Buddy yeets it. He goes hard.
How are you feeling,
Watch
man?
out.
Are you doing good?
Yeah, not as sick as you, that's for sure.
That's good.
I'm sick of you, yeah. Good week. A lot of I feel like I've been on stream a lot this week. I got razzed pretty hard that I took your chair on Tuesday night.
Who was razzing you? It seems like
Everyone.
everyone would be happy.
No, they were demanding you come back.
Well,
Yeah.
their wish is
That's
my
exactly
command. I'm back today. Did Tuesday go
He's
well?
back, baby. No, it was awful. It was probably the worst stream we've ever had.
Like
I'm not even joking.
like production wise or like content wise? Like what happened?
Oh, I think everything. I think you could literally chalk up everything as to being absolutely abysmal. I had technical issues. OBS crashed on me a number of times in the day
Okay.
when I was setting up my new like GC scenes, and then I wasn't sharing the right screen because something happened with my scenes where it wasn't sharing the screen correctly. Everyone in chat was Austin was one of them. Everyone in chat was asking me questions, but I was trying to manage all the technical issues and try to get in on playing. And also, like, mind you, I was like trying to run a virtual machine while I'm streaming. So I have to like basically go from Mac to like Parallels. So I can't see the chat. And then I would come back to the chat after like 30 minutes and everyone was like, finally, he's fucking responding to us.
We got to get you a streaming PC, man. I don't know what
I need something.
what threshold qualifies for like an okay streaming PC, but if you could just hook that up, run the stream through that, save some CPU, maybe play games on it, then I think that would make your life a lot easier.
I feel like I was definitely entertaining Austin, Freeze, and Lukovic though. So it was more for them than anyone. I'm glad they had fun.
It's
with
like
my failures.
It's like when Money tried to do the giveaway. Sometimes a
fucking
huge
funny.
failure is the best content, though. So
It was so fucking funny. I'm glad we clipped that one.
yeah. Well, what do we have on the docket for today, Rye?
Well, first and foremost, we got your boy Rarity Capital. He's coming on to talk about the brand new feature for priming, which is sleeves. Pull out them sleeves.
We've been talking about it for a while. It's finally here.
I know. I'm excited. So we'll walk through it with him. There are a few sleeves that are rumored to be almost complete. So if we can highlight that for folks and get them to wrap up those sleeves, that would be excellent.
Okay.
And then we're gonna try to do a deep dive of TreasureDAO and their new A-list creator program. And so we're just gonna talk through it. I already signed us up. We're Game Cellar 6969, of course.
Let's go.
Had to send it. Let's go. And we have our tag set up, but there's a bunch of games that are already on there. So I'm hoping that we can actually get into a few of them. Kororo Beast, Cobra has talked about pretty significantly on his channels. So that looks pretty promising. I like the art of that one.
Okay.
And that's it. And there's some odd updates. Sora with the AI tool from OpenAI looks crazy cool. Big Animo news that we shared earlier today. So we'll make sure we check off a few of those as well. But that's it, man.
I'm here for it. Well, let's dive right in, man. First off, the priming. Let's get Rarity in the chat. Start talking about the long-awaited feature. Big round of applause, everyone, for Rarity Bobarity.
Thanks for having me, guys.
What's up, man?
That's his new handle.
Rarity Bobarity?
Yeah.
69.
Of course. Yeah, of course.
Important
I
piece.
thought that was taken. I tried to use that not too long ago, and it
on
wouldn't.
Farcaster. Yeah.
It's taken on Farcaster.
Yoinked it before you could get to it.
Are you guys on
brutal.
Farcaster? Did you join that
Yeah.
train?
I was
think
already
so.
on it long ago, but then I kind of stopped because there wasn't that much activity.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm really glad to see all the activity.
That's what happened to me too. I interviewed Dan a long time ago, and he got us some like early invites, and yeah, there's just like there just wasn't enough going on there, so I just kind of migrated back to Twitter.
Yeah.
But is it cool
That's
now?
crazy.
Do you like it now?
I think it's great. While I talk about it, you still have Rarity's name up as Red. But I'll go.
They both start with an R, so
Yeah, it's close enough,
enough.
dude.
my virus-addled brain could not parse the two.
If it's gonna make you feel worse, you can just delete 2 letters instead of writing out the rest.
Just leave the R.
R.
Yeah.
Big Papa R.
Big time save.
Yeah, nice. That's called synergy, you guys. That's how we work together. Okay, that's how we build.
Work smarter, not harder.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I like Warpcast a lot. You know, what'd be sick is if we saw some sleeve action via their frame feature. I don't know what the low-hanging fruit there is, but maybe you could maybe you can link to particular sleeves that are almost complete or something like that via
There's some homework
Warpcast.
for me there. Trying
know
to
what
make
I'm
my
saying?
life hard, all right.
No, I'm trying to make it cool and interesting
I
and
like
get
it.
more
I
people
like it.
caching.
Let's do
You know
it.
what I'm saying?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah. But the frames, I thought frames in particular was like a huge unlock for the ability to just do really fun stuff within the social feed, but also to get people minting directly from their social platform. So you don't have to necessarily leave to do the minting. A lot of people are still hyperlinking to Zora and other companies. We're working on some things at Transient Labs. So that you can showcase things a little bit differently, but it just gives you a lot of flexibility. So I love it for what it does for Web3.
We'll have to do some more due diligence there.
Yeah, man, check it out for sure. But that's enough of Warpcast. Let's get into it, dude. Show us the goods.
Show us. Goods.
Just a couple of idiots. Sleeve us.
Time for your technical analysis. Show us.
Just a couple of cavemen.
Oh, that's me. Yeah, it's me.
Should we flip the screen?
Yeah, that's me. That's my job.
You got so excited.
I was looking for the source. I'm like, wait, where is it? And I wasn't even on the right screen, so I think we got it now.
Oh, man.
We're just gonna erase this stream after we're done here.
Clip it and then nuke it from the internet.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I guess starting high level, guys. In here,
Oh man,
we'll adjust this slightly.
thank you.
Sleeves. As you guys mentioned, we've been talking about this for a long time.
Yes.
And it's finally here, which is super exciting. The goal with sleeves was always to kind of lower the barrier to entry so that you didn't need a complete pair set. So you didn't need to collect every single card within a pack drop within the alpha set in order to earn prime rewards. We really wanted anybody who had any amount of cards to really be able to earn. And so that's why we built sleeves. What sleeves are, just to give a little bit more detail, is these little cards basically represent pools of cards, which map to how Echelon Foundation has basically enumerated what a paraset is. So if you click into one of these, you'll see the cards that basically comprise a paraset. And so in this case, the pack drop for it, special edition paraset has about 12 cards in it. Now what you can do here is really cool. You can go ahead and you can sleeve cards that you own. And so this seems absurd, but I actually own 100 of the Cunning Sipian
No
SEs.
way.
What the fuck? Oh
No
my
way.
god!
So you could go ahead and you could lob in a bunch of these
What a
if you wanted.
flex!
So
Holy shit!
just for kicks, we can go ahead and add one. Let's see if we have something in here that the pool
Yeah, no big
doesn't
deal.
have.
I'll just rip off one of these from my hundo.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't. So they're actually sorted by. Here, let's just add one of these.
Okay.
Cool. So what is actually happening here is there are basically two components within a sleeve. There are cards that are in the queue, or what we call sleeved, and then there are cards which are cached.
Hmm.
As we collect sleeved cards, as soon as our tool basically is able to complete a set, it will automatically cache a complete pair set. So otherwise, what you can notice here is that the pool has 3 of each of these cards, so on and so forth. Once there's a 1 down this entire column, meaning that we have a complete set sleeved, our smart contract will go ahead and cache that complete set for you.
Got it.
Okay.
And it will look for the first cards which are sleeved based on timestamp to complete that set with. So it basically is valuable for the community to go ahead and start sleeving cards sooner than later to reserve their place in line, more or less.
Okay.
Gotcha. So then the leftmost column there, that is that would dictate how many are actually cached.
Exactly.
Okay,
So if you go over here to pack drop 6, where we've actually completed 2 sets, which is great to see.
I see. There
You can
go.
actually see that you see 2 sets are basically cached. Now, if I had a card which contributed to that, you would see 1 here.
Okay.
So you would actually see, hey, I actually have 1 card and it's cached, and I might have 2 that are sleeved, for example.
So the shortcut is white icon is holistic, it's global. Blue icon refers to your own assets.
Exactly.
Okay.
Easy enough.
Cool. Awesome. Is
So
there
the beauty here? Go ahead.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
Now, is there a way to easily dictate like where you might be able to get the most bang for your buck? Or like if something's close to completion, how do I go ahead and slot something in?
So there's 2 things. So first and foremost, we have a default sort on this page that if you connect your wallet, we will actually prioritize showing you which sleeves you have the most cards that are available to sleeve.
Oh, I see.
So the page will go ahead and sort itself. And so you can see here I have 187 cards, which could be sleeved, 93, so on and so forth. Just a handful. And then basically the next section would be ones which you don't yet have cards. We will be adding 2 more sorting options, one which is based on yield. So as you can see here, each of these sleeves produces different yield relative to the cost of those cards.
Sure.
And we'll add a third one, which is sorting based on missing cards. So the amount of cards missing to actually cache that next incremental set. So those are 2 new sorts that will be coming shortly. Right now we have this default, which is ultimately which cards you have available. And then you can also do by name ascending or name descending.
How often are you returning the projected set APY estimation?
Yes, so we calculate this on the fly. I think that we do the calculation, I want to say every few hours. But the way the calculation is done is this is just what a set will realize. So a singular set, what it will realize in prime relative to its cost.
Okay, got it.
The individual card APYs is something that we'll work towards in the future. Those actually are calculated using our rarity score. So something I didn't mention is that the more rare cards within a set will earn a commensurate amount of rewards, meaning that if you sleeve a prime rarity card, you'll earn a lot more than if you sleeve a common card.
Got it.
And we do that all behind the scenes for you.
Gotcha.
It pays to sleeve those chase cards.
Yes.
And
which is why we are currently searching or after basically on a hunt for art cards. If people on the stream didn't see the tweet storm that I went ahead and sent out earlier today, we're currently looking for, and I actually miffed this a little and wrote PD1, but we're actually looking for PD2 art cards.
Gotcha.
And so these are all prime rarities. And so we're looking for these remaining 4, which would be Arak,
Very cool.
Brand, Dark Allure, and the EMP Shockwave.
I have all of those.
Perfect.
Damn, bro.
Oh, okay.
Wow, brother.
You're slanging your Sudafed, man.
Yeah. I see them in my wall. I don't know if they actually exist or not, but they do seem to be there.
How many Sudafeds does it cost to get an art card?
I think 100.
Sure. That's a good question right there.
It's a pretty even exchange rate. And I see I see the acronym APY getting thrown around a lot. Is that anal penetration yearning, or is that something else?
Yes. Your anus will get penetrated 0.2% of the time.
Holy smokes!
That's an incredible rate. What,
damn, brother.
What an APY.
I know you're just farming for clips right now. Don't entertain him, Rarity.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, we can't lose our chairs, okay? So don't feel like you have to entertain us.
Do you know what it actually stands for, though?
No, but seriously, can you tell us?
No.
Yeah. So annual percentage yield. So
okay.
I didn't know if that was my cue or not. I didn't know if that was my cue.
Yeah, is the bit still going, sort of thing?
You never know.
So yeah, APY stands for annual percentage yield. What that basically means is based on the cost of your assets, how much of that cost basis are you accumulating every year? And so right now the percentages are all quite low and lower than you might expect. But this is due to the fact that Parallel is still in closed beta. And as we move towards launch, naturally more sinks will open up. So places where you can spend Prime.
Sure.
As those sinks open up and more players join, the emission rates of these sets actually will fluctuate based on the amount of Prime that is spent in those sinks. So hopefully as we open up to the public and Parallel starts to launch and put some marketing dollars behind the game, we'll see a lot more Prime being spent on everything from cosmetics to autographs to pack drops potentially in the future. I know that there's been discussion about the team actually allocating Prime from pack drops towards Prime sinks in the future. So there's a whole lot of opportunity.
That's awesome. I mean, amazing stuff, man.
Yeah.
When it comes, I have so many questions. When it comes to the earnings that you can actually get out of these cash sleeves, one it obviously requires a completed set. So how often are those PDT rewards paid out?
Yes. So 2 things really quickly. First is, and if I open up one of these sets, as you stated earlier, there are 2 different types of states for your cards. Either they can be cashed as a part of a complete set, or they can be sleeved. Firstly, we allocate 90% of the rewards within a given pool to cashed cards.
Right.
So if you happen to be first in line and you get a cash set in, you will be earning 90% of the rewards based on your card's rarity. Now, 5% is also allocated to sleeved cards, but that 5% is actually globally allocated. So even if you are sleeving a card in a pool which does not have a cash set, you are still earning 5% of the global accumulation of awards based on your card's rarity.
That's
so
awesome.
We didn't want to penalize things like art cards or card backs that might take a little bit longer to complete. We still want you to be earning.
Okay.
And so the rewards themselves are actually paid out on a epoch system. So The first epoch is actually 45 days, meaning it will complete at the end of March. But moving forward, they will be every 30 days and in sync with the Paragon's DAO staking epochs as well.
Gotcha. Very cool. And then as you earn that PDT, from my understanding, you can also stake PDT for Prime rewards.
Exactly. And I think a question that a lot of people were asking was, hey, you're collecting Prime. How do I get my hands on Prime? And you have two options. One, you take your PDT, as you just mentioned, and you go ahead and stake it. And you can simply click this button once the epoch completes, and we can do that all for you via multi-call. You don't even have to touch anything. We'll just automatically stake it for you on Paragon's DAO. Very simple, very easy. Now, there are people who might not want PDT or have concerns over PDT. We happen to think it's a really awesome investment and super undervalued at this point in time. But there are people who might not want to, and so you can go ahead and claim, and you can swap that for Prime. And the way that we actually calculate the PDT rewards is that we will actually use a moving average over the duration of the epoch to track the conversion rate between PDT and Prime. And we use that to deliver PDT that is effectively worth the amount of Prime that these sets are earning.
Gotcha.
So
that's
you
awesome.
can go ahead at the end of an epoch and swap for Prime if that's your preferred thing. But we highly recommend going ahead and staking and earning even more.
Very cool. Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, this is such a huge unlock for PDT as well as the treasury and the ecosystem that you guys have established. So congrats to all of you, man. This is really seamless too, from the aspect of caching, or well, I should say sleeving first, then potentially caching, and then hopefully claiming and staking.
That's the hope. We wanted to make this as easy as possible.
Yeah.
And the final thing I'll mention here really quickly to wrap things up is the plan is to go ahead and have the parallel client support all cards which are cached, or sorry, which are sleeved. And we actually have a timeline, which I'm allowed to share. We just got word from the team that it will be supported in the next month. It will be live. They do need to deploy a patch to the client, which is why it might take a little bit of time there. So we hope that it actually comes a little bit sooner, but within the next month is the timeline I can mention publicly.
Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. That was going to be one of my other questions, so that solves that.
And that of course stands for penile delivery timeline, right?
Exactly, dude.
I'm gonna play
Everyone knows that
on these jokes. I played too much into them already.
Yeah. He's getting some notes on the side. Please, Rarity, don't entertain them any further.
Well, the key to an entertaining stream is to continue to do the same joke over and over and over.
It home.
You keep it doing
I can
it.
only imagine what my name will be next stream.
I've got a couple ideas, and I'm
less and less syllables.
Just gonna keep them in the brain.
Yeah. No, this is awesome, man. Really, really well done. What are some, I know we were talking in the green room about, product strategy and how we, as product designers and entrepreneurs and builders, we continuously add benefits to the people that use our platforms and the tool sets that we design. What is something that's coming up in terms of things that you can share for iterative improvements? I know you had mentioned the filtering, for instance. That's a great one for APY. But are there others that are on top of mind that you can share that you're looking forward to add to the sleeve experience?
Yeah, I think there's one maybe short term and one maybe quite long term that I'll share or not make a nod towards. I think one shorter term improvement that I think everybody is maybe looking for is the ability to deposit cross pool. So naturally you might have, let's say, a bunch of cards in pack drop 3 and a bunch of cards in pack drop 6. And you just want to be able to do that in a singular transaction. Right now, on the front end, you need to do those independently.
Sure.
But we would love to enable you guys to do that in a singular transaction, as well as potentially just help you optimize for sleeving as many cards as you can. And so those are some of the things that we will actually surface, hopefully in the short term, would be some buttons that would allow you to go ahead and max sleeve maybe 3 of each card, or things that allow you to build decks quite cleanly in client, since you can use up to 3 cards typically. Maybe that's a shortcut we might offer. So that's something short term. Something longer term, and disclaimer, there's potentially no supporting evidence that this will happen, but one of the things that we went ahead and baked into this concept is ultimately our smart contract has just a mapping of ownership to assets. And since we have so many cards and sleeves, there is a world where over time we can expand the yield opportunities available to sleeved cards. For instance, perhaps when things are in sleeves, maybe they could be loaned out because since they're not cashed. And we could actually build upon this in somewhat of a modular way to expand upon the yield opportunities afforded to sleevers.
Yeah.
So that's something that I think is far, far down the road, but just to give you guys an example of how we can kind of build on top of some of the building blocks that we're coming out with down the road.
Amazing. I mean, it's such a good plan for scale. Like if Parallel turns out like we all know and hope it will, having Paragons be the center of that conversation for lending assets to players that can't afford these it just makes all the sense in the world.
Absolutely. And I know the community is chock full of good ideas and some wild ones too. I mean, please stop by the Discord and share your thoughts. We'd love to hear from you guys, and we want to make sure we're building stuff that you guys find valuable and fun.
Oh yeah, man.
I've heard some pretty bad ideas from the community.
I thought you were going to say today on this conversation.
This conversation has been pretty good, actually, but just on a whole, maybe you shouldn't be asking for community feedback because there's a lot of dog water out there.
Hey, man, we're here to tell the truth, and you're right. You're right. Rarity doesn't have to agree with you, but I'll say I agree with you. I'll say it.
Speaking of which, does the community have any questions, or have we been pretty?
Oh,
yeah,
well, yeah. One
so
came
far.
up. One came up that I was also thinking about. How are you guys thinking about expansion packs? Because currently there's no concept of parasets for Planetfall or Aftermath. So does that come into the fold? Is that something that you guys will still reward, even if there aren't Echelon-specific rewards?
As of right now, we don't have plans to expand outside of the base set, simply because there are no ongoing rewards for any of those parasets. Those are just collections, which will receive a one-time claim of Prime.
Yeah. Okay.
But who knows down the road? That might change.
Cool. And are there other games, like I know you guys are close with The Watch and Shrapnel, if those games start paying out currencies, is there a future in which Sleeves actually expands to other ecosystems as well?
Maybe.
Ooh. A koi maybe.
I like a koi maybe.
Yeah.
We'll take a koi maybe
I'm
any
here
day
for
of the
that.
week, man. Yeah. Hell yeah. I like it. Cool. I don't see any other questions yet. Just a bunch of tomfoolery in the chat.
Go sleeve.
But-
Do it.
Sleeve it, baby.
Go sleep.
Yeah, when are
Sleeve me slowly.
when are the bumper stickers? That's what we want to know, man.
I would love to come out with some merch. Maybe
Sleeves is
maybe
my
that's something we'll have
co-pilot.
to showcase next call.
There you go.
What's
I think
the?
those would go like hotcakes.
We should run a contest for the most the best
Sleeve-tastic.
the best sleeves bumper sticker tagline. Like
That'd be pretty fun, actually.
sleeve this. Have it
Sleeve this.
upside.
Will sleeve for Sudafed.
Yeah.
We know this guy will. He'll do anything.
If the sleeves come a rockin', don't come a knockin', and we can
they
put
all
it
say.
put it on the RV.
On the side,
Money said
spray
long.
paint it.
Yeah, exactly. Money said long sleeve tees seems like an obvious play. Little on the nose, Money. Hey, maybe just pipe down, huh?
Yeah, who is this guy?
Come on, dude.
Rarity, have you been playing The Watch? I know we mentioned it briefly, and I know PDAO's invested. Have you got to play it at all?
I have not played The Watch, but I have played Shrapnel. And Shrapnel was quite fun.
Yo, you were digging for that Sigma, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, what did you
play
think?
in the recent tournament?
I did not.
Okay.
I've been getting my butt whooped on Parallels ladder to the point where I don't want to play any games competitively anymore.
It's those Shroudies.
Yeah,
we know it.
It's Malamber. Yeah, and he likes
No.
to let me know in our team Slack. He likes to let me know when he gets me.
Listen, man, we don't have many rules around these parts, as you can tell. But the one rule is we don't gas up Malamber around the game cellar.
Yep.
That's the only rule.
Yeah, he either doesn't exist or he's the scum of the earth.
All right. Well, shout out iRacer. I saw him
Yeah,
sleeve
let's
some
go.
cards.
Our boy.
That's our
He's
boy.
he's an earthen master, just like
He
you, Orphan.
is.
That's
Wow,
true. I
I
am an Earthen Master.
wouldn't put them in the same bucket.
I'm
but
pretty good at the game, man.
I don't know,
There's a
dude.
few flavors of earthen master.
Yeah, that was very diplomatic.
I pull
Well
out my
said.
card, and I look, and I smile knowingly, and I spores right in their face, dude.
You sloppy
Please.
spore.
Plays his 10th Tane in a row. How does he do it?
Gotcha.
All right, Rarity. Was there anything else you wanted to cover while we have you?
No, guys, it's a pleasure. We have some pretty exciting releases coming over the next few weeks, so keep your eyes peeled.
Okay, awesome.
Sweet.
Well, thanks for coming on. Thanks for running us through this. It looks fantastic, man. Really, hats off to you guys.
Appreciate it. There's a whole team that deserves thanks. Maybe I'll give a quick shout out to a few of them, but Felix,
Yeah, please.
Shinny, Flap, Nico, awesome job. Can't do it without the team here over at Paragon's DAO. It's
Hell yeah,
truly a
team.
team effort.
Yes. And we've been having a lot of fun doing the analytics on Second Breakfast. So shouts to Flap as well for providing those for us coming up on every Wednesday morning. That's been a fun thing to show
100%.
everyone.
We'll have some new goodies for you to showcase there soon. So
Ooh,
yeah.
we love it, man. That's awesome.
Oh, baby.
All
Yes,
right, guys.
sir.
Appreciate you having me on.
Thanks, Rarity. Appreciate you, man.
All right, Rarity. Talk to you
Take
soon,
care,
man.
guys. Bye.
Later. See ya. There you have it. I feel like we got to scour some opportunities here, man.
Scour some opportunities.
Yeah, let's just sleeve it, dude.
Just leave it. I know.
Just sleeve it.
I saw it got launched, but I haven't had time to really dive in and see what kind of free monies I can be making, you know?
We want the free monies. Yeah, I mean, I got cards just sitting in my wallet. So many cards.
What cards?
Let's see.
Do you have any good ones?
Yeah, let's go. Actually, let's go through every single one while we're here.
Nice.
If you don't mind.
We do have a little airtime to
Got a
fill
little
here.
time,
So.
Yeah, let's kill the next 2 hours. All right. I'm logging on myself. I'm just trying to look for opportunities here, but we will talk about TreasureDAO in 1 second. Let's see. Okay. It's not loading yet. It's not loading. Let me relaunch it. It looks good though. You should check it out. I feel like you have a couple card backs that you're just sitting on that you could easily sleeve up. You know what I mean?
I have that full set of pill card backs, but I already have those cached.
Oh, I mean, that's the OG set.
That's the OG
course.
set. I paid way
Yeah.
too much for them. I don't know if I've gotten the amount I've paid for them in Prime or not. Prime's like cooking now, right? Is it still above 11?
Oh, it's cooking. It's cooking. Yeah, let me pull up the chart while we're chatting. But I totally forgot to I like made a mental note to ask Rarity the statistics. Prime is at 11 exactly right now. Are you seeing this is on Coinbase? So I guess
CoinGecko
is showing 1093.
CoinGecko's just objectively wrong. So I think it's at 11.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
Let's just assume it's 11, okay?
Rarity says he
just assume.
forgot to shout out the stats.
I
2,500
know,
cards.
I meant to ask him.
Oh yeah, 2,500 cards, 50 ETH plus in card value, and 7 completed
Good
sets.
Lord. Hold on. When did they
awesome.
announce this? Was it literally yesterday
think it
or
was-
was it Tuesday?
I think it was yesterday.
Like the days all kind of bleed together right now, so
Yeah.
I feel like you're living in a fever dream. I feel like every day 36 hours ago. Got it. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's pretty wild, man. That's a lot of freaking cards.
Yes.
That's a lot of cards.
Yeah, that's great.
Well,
And
people, they love it.
it'll only get better as more of those sets are completed, so that'll be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to look and see what I can contribute over
Big
these
same.
bad boys.
Big same.
then-
Let's see.
Prime's cooking. Man, bullish. Very bullish.
So bullish, extra bullish, all the bullish. We just need more volume on Prime. It feels like a tweet from Ansem can send it. So that's both awesome and scary. But as the game scales, we'll get a lot more volume. I think we're just in a spot where it's just not there yet. I think we just need to expand to more players.
It does feel like the structure's there now, and I think kind of what you're saying, right? It's like, okay, there's a couple bugs to work out in client, but besides that, open beta's almost here. Planetfall dropped, and then now we're just waiting for it to be ready to play. And like a lot of the structure that people have been talking about for the last year is kind of like just now in place. And so we know the team's working on scaling mode. We have a couple little birdies telling us certain things, and we're not at liberty to discuss, even though it's not dog related. But if it was,
it may or may not be.
Yeah, it may have. I gave too much away.
It's not dog related.
But yeah, it all just feels ready to pop, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I saw a Loopify tweet today about his projection for the bull market, and I don't know if it's early or not, but Loopify knows what's going on. He said like euphoria by the end of the year.
Can we trust him, man? You're still sitting on a key.
Yeah, he gave me a key. I don't even know what it does, so like I'm not.
Can we trust him?
I'm not likely to trust that man.
I don't know.
But
I don't know.
He does tweet a lot.
We got to cut this out. We were supposed to cut it and clip it and send it to him to peer pressure him into giving you something special for that key. And here we are again talking about it, dude. He's got to know.
Maybe, dude. I don't even fucking know anymore. Where am I? What are we doing right now?
All right, we'll pull it back. We'll pull it back. So, a couple things to consider, right? Open beta coming up. I'm actually really curious if anyone in the chat knows what is the projected number of people on the waiting list. How many players do you think are going to get introduced with open beta? Because you and I were talking about it offline the other day, and I don't know. I have the feeling that they have people waiting in the wings. They have activations that they're ready to turn on. And then when they do, they've already teased out tournaments and said tournaments are coming, because we've seen the tickets for tournaments as well. So that's another massive flywheel for people coming in and competing. It's like tournaments on demand or something like that. That's massive. So you have those two things coming back to back. You have a white paper for Colony that's supposedly bigger than Colony, whatever that means. And then you have, what am I missing? There's other things. I know I'm missing something. Planetfall. That's what I'm missing. You have the expansion. Yeah. They all level one another up. They all continue the snowball rolling. So
yeah. I'm ready. I'll just check in as ready.
checking the box.
Checking in.
All set here.
1 ticket to the moon, please. Win Lambo.
Got a couple of cosmonauts.
Good sir. GM, good sir. 1 ticket to the moon.
May I jump aboard your rocket? Mr. Bezos. Mr. Kalos. Actually, Kalos is going to be richer than Bezos. Let's be honest.
I would watch a fight between those two. Kalos has this like mystery woodsman vibe, and then Jeff Bezos has a lot of steroids, it seems like. I think that'd be probably a good fight.
You know what? If we put this in the instance of, in the environment of the most dangerous game, I know who would win that game. You know what I mean?
Who?
Kalos.
You think so?
It's hunt or be hunted, right? Well, the most dangerous game is man. So Bezos ain't got it, dude. He's just roiding up, living in the lap of luxury. Kalos is stoking his own fires at home. He's making. Is
that a euphemism?
You know, maybe. He's talking about trucks on his timeline. He loves a truck.
But Bezos could buy an entire forest made of robot trees, and just they would just like randomly fall on Kalos as he tried to hunt.
I don't believe it.
You don't think that could happen?
I don't think it could happen, man.
You're telling me that?
I think Kalos would be like, I smell it. I smell it in the air.
These trees don't smell right.
They don't smell right.
He would do that too.
Yeah, puts puts his finger up. Oh, Allie with the massive raid.
Hey, let's go.
What's up, Allie?
Right in the peak of our content. talking about Jeff Bezos AI trees.
Damn. Look at those numbers. Welcome, everyone.
Thank you, Allie.
Thank you, Allie. So thoughtful. So thoughtful.
It's going good.
It's going a lot better now.
We're talking right now the future of Parallel. We're going to be talking
trees.
treasure. AI trees, yeah. And they have like built-in predators.
Yeah. The real question, Allie, for you, just to give you a little context, was who would win in the most dangerous game battle, Kalos or Bezos? Because Kalos is fashioning sci-fi rockets and spaceships, and Bezos is building them. But like, there's no way that Bezos is surviving in the wild against Kalos. There's no way. It's got to be.
He doesn't have enough body fat.
I'm not convinced that he wouldn't know that the trees are not robotronic. You know what I mean? I think he would fashion some trenches. He'd hide himself.
Okay, but you're Kalos. You're in an entire Pacific Northwest forest of AI trees. What do? You know that. All right, I've realized these are AI trees now. What do you do?
Yeah.
You're like knowledge, and then you get smashed by a robot tree, you know?
No, man. No, I don't think so. It's I don't buy it. I don't buy it. What are those? An EMT shockwave, dude. That's what you need. You just need an EMT shockwave.
Yo.
He's got it in the back pocket. I know he's got it in his rucksack.
That's true.
Because he's a doomsday prepper, so you know he's already got one. Okay.
Yeah, he made a memento of the fall, and he probably has an EMP in there somewhere.
Lobs one in.
Yeah.
Lobs it in. Coasting.
Forest is gone.
Force is actually just completely gone after that.
Gone. Global warming takes over, and now Jeff Bezos doesn't have anyone to ship to. Checkmate.
and then that's his lifeblood. That's his lifeblood. If he has no one left to ship to, there's no way the guy can keep breathing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? His strength is derived from the homes that he ships to.
I think it's a fair point. I think, yeah, it nailed it.
At this point, I'm just shocked we've held on to any viewers.
Yeah, welcome, guys. Thank you for being here. we value your time.
This is Orphan and Ryan's fever dream in the game cellar.
Yeah.
Welcome, one and all.
I'm sick, and my brain's not working, so welcome.
Well, let's do this. Let's dive into TreasureDAO and the A-list program, who also happens to involve the one and only Ali Straza. And we've said it before, and we'll say it again. We'll follow her anywhere, man. She posts about A-list. I'm there. I'm checking it out. I'm getting a tag. And I did it. I did it last night.
You got a tag?
We're in. I got us the Grail tag, which was Game Cellar 6969. And if I had not done that, you guys would have been like, "Are you feeling okay?" Well, I feel great.
Is there any
I feel great. I feel even
information?
better now.
Game Cellar 6969. Your treasure tag has been claimed. If you wish to rename your treasure tag, it will cost magic.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, like we're gonna do that, bro. Yeah, thanks for the reminder. Not gonna do it.
We got magic
ever.
in these fingertips, man. We don't need the actual currency. Okay.
Well, give me a little rundown, right? Because I gotta admit, I saw the post.
Yeah.
I didn't turn audio on, but I did look, and it looked well edited. And I don't know anything. So tell me what's going on here.
Right.
And Allie, you can chime in and chat too if you're still around.
Yeah. So there is actually a content creator form that people should sign up for. Make your tag first. So hit start playing or whatever the red button is. Connect your wallet. Make your tag if you have not done that yet. And if you're a content creator and want to get in. And then go through and sign up on the form. They're going to want to know all of your relevant channels, who your followers are, and what your tag is. That's the reason why you want to create your tag first. And they are formulating a new program for content creators in their ecosystem. So they already have a bunch of games. You can go and play them right now, but they are trying to establish, a brighter world of more established content creators. And as we understand it, a little birdie told us they used to have a program, and then that program expanded to the point where maybe it was a little too big, and then they sort of redesigned their content creator program for what we see here right now.
Okay.
So Cantaloupe, Juicy J, Allie, they all were in that initial intro video. And you can jump on the TreasureDAO website and learn a little bit more. But my hope was we would actually dive into it and check out some of the games that they have to offer currently.
Okay.
So let's see how far we get. Let's see how far we get.
Do you how do you want to handle this? Do you want, since you made your tag, do you want to share your screen?
I can. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Not sure how great this is going to come across on a Mac. I have not tested these games on my Mac yet, but let's give it a shot first and foremost.
That would be a fuck it, we ball.
Exactly that.
We do it live.
Right. We do it live.
Yo, we should
We'll
do we should do a segment on this show called Pinheads and Patriots.
Yeah, how'd that go?
Well, it didn't end
Am I the
up.
pinhead?
Well, I mean, it could go a variety of different ways. I think for Bill O'Reilly, it didn't go so great in the end, but you know, there's always a run back chance, you know.
Yeah, but he's an asshole.
That's true.
So
we're
I'm not gonna let that stop us.
Yeah, and we're really cool.
You know.
We're-
Yeah, I mean, I
we're
would
super
hope
good.
that we're like exorbitant levels cooler than Bill. Definitely poorer. There's no doubt about that.
He does have more money.
But does have more money. All right. Can you see my screen? I'm sharing it in video.
Oh, I can now. Yeah, let me set up this source and then.
Dude, would you just do it? Would you just do it?
Just do it.
Do it. This is what I'll say about Treasure from a design perspective, because I've always been enamored by Treasure. Yes, by ecosystem. Yes, by some of the systems that they've built and the community around it. But also, I just really like the branding. I think it's really well done. I think it's put together really nicely. The hub itself for games is really great. I think it's super clean. Reminds me of Epic Games and some other sort of gaming hubs that you run on your own sort of machine. But yeah, I love it. I think it's really great. What I would say is, when you are faced with something that looks this beautiful, when you sort of open some of these featured games and their websites don't match the level of quality of Treasure, it feels a little like a letdown in some of them. I'm not saying that the games are bad, it's just that like now my sort of like association with Treasure has been set. So like if I see something that's not quite in parity with the level of quality, then I'm hoping that there's going to be a little bit more. So maybe a note for the game designers than anything, but they have a bunch here right now. So they have a bunch of featured games. I like that they say that they're free to play. So that puts that up front there. I know that Cobra has been talking about Kororo Beast Brawl a lot.
Yo, yeah,
so
I've seen that
come
pop
across.
up on our timeline.
Yes, sir.
The
And Mighty Action
visuals look
Heroes I've
cool.
seen too. I think I've seen Bryson play Mighty Action Heroes in the past.
Money
So
says
I've seen
Beacon.
a lot of these games.
Money says Beacon is his favorite.
Beacon's your favorite?
I thought that said bacon. I'm gonna be completely honest here.
Yeah. Request for product, change the name. Okay, lose the E. You're
Name
gonna get a lot more players that way.
name it Narwhal. You can go straight.
Nardwar?
Nardwall.
The art looks fantastic.
This look cool.
Look at that.
Looks like action Stardew Valley,
Dude.
but like
I love it.
isometric.
I love the isometric is so good.
So you can play all these games right now.
Let's find out. The thing that I don't okay. Now I'm already like, all right, do I have to buy shit?
Those are all the profiles.
I know. Okay, switch to Arbitrum for the current DApp. Network switched. I should be good. Yeah, I'm on Arbitrum. So let's sign in. I don't know
while
how
you
much
do
of my
stuff.
screen you can see.
While you do stuff, I'll switch over to just our cam, so people aren't trying to hack you live on camera. How's chat doing?
See all my value.
How are all the what are Allie's fans called? Are they called Strazoids?
Strazonauts.
Strazonauts?
Gotta be.
Yeah. Well, I hope
Tell me if I'm right.
I hope you Strazonauts are doing good.
What up, Strasnuts?
Does she do that for her intros? I don't think I've ever caught the intro of one of her streams. What's up,
Hey guys, I'm
Strasnuts?
Ellie.
I'm here at
What's
the
up,
Mac and
Strasnuts?
Cheese Festival 2024. We're trying all the different mac and cheeses that we've got around here.
Bro, that would be sick, actually. I want to do a mac and cheese festival.
It's called.
Are you kidding me?
I'm here at Oozapalooza 2024. We're here trying all the different mac and cheeses.
Ellie, can you confirm? Is this true? Is this true?
I feel like she rated us and then just moved on with her life, and that's fine.
That's what I would have done.
That's what I would have done as well.
Okay. Money, I can't see the chat right now, but tell me what to do. Do I have to buy a character? Because I just want to play the game. Just let me play the game, and then I can decide whether or not I want to buy in. You know what I mean?
Which one would you buy if you were gonna buy one?
This guy, he looks like Guile.
I like the parted mustache.
Where is it?
He does
Where is
kind of the guy that you pointed to that with the kind of flat top.
Oh yeah.
Got like the double mustache.
That's your steez, or this guy that's literally drooling.
Yeah, that's who I would go for. That kind of looks like
Yeah.
me, honestly.
He's special. This guy's special. Well, okay. I don't want to just be on here looking at assets. I want to play the game, man. Well, how do I get in, dude? Play. Big old that play button needs to be a lot bigger than that
How do I
buy
get in?
character button.
Could be the play
How do I
button.
get in? Play.
No,
what do I do?
Dude, we were talking about this earlier with that new OpenAI video thing. We found out that the OpenAI, like, you can't actually use it unless you're in the beta. But like, people need to realize we're dumb, and I need a giant button that says like play, like use now or play now. Like, I literally just
Right.
need that.
Right. Yeah, most people need that.
Austin
Okay,
says he owns a Kuroro beast.
Dude, you would, Austin.
It's on Magic.
You would. I like how this dude's midriff is showing. He's just giving you belly button and abs.
It's like Britney Spears energy.
It feels good. It feels very responsive. Really good in the web browser. Loving the colors. Loving the isometric.
Can you zoom out?
I don't know. Can I?
Can you like scroll or?
I don't. I tried. Nothing. Yeah, nothing, man.
Okay.
Here. No. Okay. Okay. Do I look at things? Did I just click it?
Who said this was their favorite game?
Money. I don't trust him anymore.
God damn it, money.
Can never trust him.
Oh, let me decorate my house real quick. I think I gotta chop some wood. Bro, this is
Spoken from two guys that love Stardew Valley.
This is why I play parallel, dude. You can spores and tane on every single turn.
Yeah, we only care about sporing our enemies.
Go fight something. Go fight something real quick.
You getting my audio in at all? This is
no.
literally humming right now.
No game audio, but I can imagine. I have an imagination.
Can you imagine it goes?
Where do I find this in the parallel client? Dude, Calathar dropping spores
Good
every turn?
question.
You just got to be that dude. That you got to be him.
This is foreboding. This isn't good.
Yeah.
Pike through a head. Made it myself. Umbra Beast are not so ugly once they are not trying to kill you. Yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see. This looks like some crazy portal.
We just got a resub for
happened?
29 months. Spidey bum.
What?
Wow.
That's amazing.
That's a long ass time.
Thank you for being here. That's incredible.
Have we been streaming that long?
I don't know, man. Sometimes it feels like it's been 10 years.
Yeah.
Good day, soldier. I will keep it brief. We are currently investigating this dungeon.
Hey, it's Chris
we need all the help we
Wallace.
can get.
That's who it is.
Oh,
Thank you,
what up,
Chris.
Chris. Man, you know, it's funny how like some old signs and usernames can make it through on Twitch. Or what was your gamer tag back in the day?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Cyber Warlock 69.
That checks out.
That was my gamer tag, dude. And my friend, his was
out.
House of Pain 420. And
I mean, I can't even tell if you're lying or not.
No, that's real. And we teamed up and it was fucking epic.
Oh my my god.
Yo, chat, hit me.
House of Pain 420.
It's so good. Well, another one was Illegal 77.
Oh shit.
It was ILLEAGLE. Awesome. Chat, hit me with your
That's really
best
funny.
gamer tag you've ever had. What about you,
I
Ryan?
wanna know.
What's your best gamer tag?
Oh, I didn't have any good ones, I don't think. I've always been Hey for the most part.
So lame.
Truly. I know. It is pretty lame. I did like what did I do? Chrono like a Chrono Trigger inspired, like it was like Chrono R.
Yeah, okay, there we
with
go.
My like birth date.
Okay, that's
You know?
sick. Yeah, so you can like within
That's
dude,
tight.
my dream gamer tag is yellow snow and then my social security number.
That's awesome.
Just a huge flex. I've never been brave enough to do it.
I think you could pull it off now. It's only at this point in your life, though.
You know you've made it when you can just drop your social and nobody cares.
Right? Right? What a flex. Something here is afoot. That strange creature over there is some sort of ambassador from a distant realm. It claims that the settlement is in danger. What creature? I didn't even see a creature, man. Something nasty in the dungeons. This is great fodder for my D&D session I'm about to have in an hour. It's really putting me in the zone.
What are you playing in D&D?
My guy is walking backwards, bro.
Austin,
Money, I hate you.
Austin said his first gamer tag was Blue Tiger, like the camo. Yo, Blue Tiger was a vibe in Modern Warfare 2. That skin was sick.
Oh, that's awesome.
I don't know if Money must have said this after me. He says my first gamer tag was Yellow Snow. If we thought of that independently, then that's crazy.
Don't lie.
Jeremy says I think Twitch would ban me if I type my first gamer tag. It was like big titty bimbos 9696. And Austin says Orphan's brain should be studied for science. Yeah, I'll take that as a compliment.
Let's go. Dude, I'm getting it. This is great. I will say it's very responsive. It feels like it's running incredibly smoothly. There's no like loading lag. Oh shit. They throw you in hardcore immediately.
Yeah.
We got the charge attack. Ooh. I like it.
I don't, man. I'm bored out of my fucking mind.
I'm having a great time over here.
This is one of those games
take too long to get in.
that you probably like need to really build up and put time in order to feel invested, maybe.
You know what? I did see the speed run. This is all coming back to me now. I saw Logan Larkin doing a speed run of this game. I think I saw Young and the Dojo guys doing a speed run of this game.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't there like a big challenge surrounding this game when it came out? I'm pretty sure that I've seen this now that I'm thinking about it.
I don't even know.
This is probably old news for a lot of people then, which is gotta be boring.
Chris, this game is called The Beacon.
The Bacon. Wish you guys could hear the sounds too. They're great. What the fuck? I can't pick that up. I just crushed the gems and can't get them? All right, anyways. I think this game deserves more time.
Let's try
That's
a different
my Rye
game.
rating. Yeah. Rye rating, I want to try it a little bit more. I like it. Let's do Kororo.
It seemed like other people were playing it with it zoomed out. Yeah, there's got to be a way to zoom out. But Rise on Max, so you never know what kind of wonky controls are going on.
Fucked, guys.
Beast Brawl.
Lay off.
Yo, Daraquil. That's what I'm on right now for my cold.
You gave me like real Falco vibes, so I had to go with the Star Fox.
Did you ever play Mega Man X2?
No, dude, I didn't. I really loved the graphics though.
Those are the best. Mega Man X2 and X3.
Ooh,
X1 and X4 are good, but they're not like the peak. X2 and X3 were like the pinnacle of Mega Man X games. And there was like an electric monkey called like Mandrill or something, and I always thought that was the sickest name. But Daraquil reminds me of him.
I can bear. No, I don't want to leave.
Brawl.
All right, I'm gonna turn the volume down because I couldn't even hear you.
Austin says use the Voltrix.
Well, it's too late now, dude.
Bro, use the Voltrix.
Dude.
Obviously.
Too late now, man.
Can you zoom your browser?
Select move. Oh, yeah. Here. Oh, I used to be able to. What the hell? Oh, there we go.
Oh.
There we go. There we go.
Okay.
Oh, why is it being weird? It's not letting me move the fucking shit around though.
Obviously, we are selecting a move for Daraquil right now. I would assume he uses sleep or pain relief.
Moves. Sleep or pain relief. Decongestant. Where's that? I didn't see that. Undo action. Fuck. What do I do? My time's out.
Do the super effective thing.
Okay, bank time. Super swap.
What the fuck is going on?
What is happening?
Is this Pokemon?
The Pokemans. Dude, I have no idea what's going on. Super swap? What the?
From the looks of it right now, you can vacuum slice.
Bro. Okay. And then...
Torrential blast him. Dude, torrential blast him. Click on one of his enemies. One of the enemies.
Clicking.
Do you have the torrential blast? There you go. Oh, blasted him. Woo!
Where was the blast, man?
He blasted him. He flew off screen. Ooh. I can't hear any of the sound effects.
Yeah, I turned it down. I need, like, if I'm going to select something. Okay, I see. There is a hover state, but it's like, I think it needs to be more. Because I just did it. I thought I just did it.
Torrential blast him. The mantis guy.
Waiting. It says waiting. All right. It looks cool. It needs work. This needs to be further along.
Yo, this game's way cooler than the other one.
I don't know, man. Oh, he just turned into a turkey.
Yeah. Was there any turkey in the last game?
What?
Was there any character named Chromantis?
You know what? That's a great point.
That had to be someone's first gamer tag. Chromantis.
So I think I'm picking for each character, but it's not immediately apparent that it's working when I select the things. It's a little bit confusing right now. What's what?
Okay.
Okay. So I see. It is turn-based in the regards that both players select. Okay, I'm just getting absolutely demolished.
I'm with Austin, dude. This sounds like a skill issue.
Fuck you guys. Fuck you guys, man.
You're obviously set up to win with your Fuegoji and Chromantis. he's only running a Pangora, dude.
Yeah.
How are you supposed to lose against a Pangora?
I honestly don't know. What am I supposed to do? Okay, 0.5 and then 2x. Let's go with icy.
I hate Web3 gaming.
Yeah, it's a little late now, man. You got a Web3 gaming stream.
This is why we play parallel on the watch.
It just needs to be further along. I would actually love a full screen experience too. Like, I'd much rather have this be full screen, more effects when we're attacking one another, having these selections and all this HUD related information actually be overlaid on top of this.
Yeah.
I think that would help out a lot. And it just doesn't feel super intuitive.
That's
which could definitely
Blastoise.
It's the Blasty.
Graildon. That's a smoke. That's a mix between Ghastly and Blastoise, right?
It must be. Voltrix is literally the name of a Pokemon. Isn't it? I thought it was.
I know. It sounds like one, for certain.
I thought it was. All right, let's keep going here. Let's keep going. Hey, I'm gonna get killed, so it's. I can't keep playing this game.
Well, you're bad at it.
I'm not trying to be mean. But I think I just need to know more about it. I like this style a lot.
I like the dog with 8 eyes.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
We're big dog fans here.
Here's a quick question, Ryan. Yo,
ooh, a lot of beasts though. That's cool.
Was one of them named Gringo?
It might be.
That's like kind of racist, but also
Gongo.
Gongo. Congo.
Small.
Bro, can you zoom in on these? These look awesome.
Forgotten Ruins. Okay, so I could play as a Wizzy. That's cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. We got the Kevin,
Ke-
of course.
Kevin. I didn't think that was a reference. I thought they just named one of their guys
They got
Kevin.
Wanderers. Ooh, we just got a Wanderer the other day. Forgotten Ruins. I love the style of these illustrations here. Like this makes a ton of sense to me. I'm not so sure about the pixelated style of the fighting experience.
When you click on one of them, does it open like a full page?
Let's see.
Oh,
yes,
it does.
It does.
Full tricks.
That's cool.
In-game
The lower
sprite.
in-game sprite. The sprites do look cool though. They do.
If you had to make a creature here, Rye, what would you make and what would you name it?
Ooh, Chode, and he'd be a big tall pillar that's impenetrable.
Wow, you've got porn brain, my dude.
Is that a porn thing?
I don't know. I'm the one who said
That's you.
who said AYP was anal penetration yearning. So
APY.
I guess I shouldn't be. Yeah,
Ingrate.
I shouldn't be casting stones from my house. But
Yeah, you really shouldn't be, dude.
are these
We're gonna
all
get
named?
Rarity fired.
Are these all named after cold medicines?
I think that's how you're interpreting it, but they look like non-cold related beasts to me. Darktide, that's a sick name. Look at this guy.
Yo,
He's looking for a high five.
it's like a really
he's pretty
chill
cool,
turtle.
actually. This is like those evil turtles in TMNT. You know what I mean? Was that Shell Shock or something like that? Is that what his name was?
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You know? Either way.
Was it Shell
All
Shock?
right. Well, I think so. I can be convinced that I was wrong. All right, let's try something else. Has promise, needs more work. But then again, I only got to experience the fight part. I didn't know they had all this. Okay.
Is this part of it too?
Okay. Yeah, this is part of it too. All right. This is totally different. This
looks pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, a part of me just wishes that easier said than done, right? Like, I'm not trying to be a hard ass, but this feels unique. That style, that illustration style feels fresh to me. This is like, I mean, we just saw it with the last game. Like there's Stardew Valley, there's a lot of different games that have this sort of like aesthetic to it.
Yeah.
So in order to like stand apart from everything else that's been out there and developed that we all know and love, it just feels like it had a potential to be something different with this.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, man. Hey, I'm just a guy who has opinions.
I like the monsters.
Monsters are cool.
I'll say that
Monsters
much.
are pretty cool.
I do like the monsters.
This has been catching my eye.
Oh, this looks like Slime Rancher.
This
Like,
looks pretty rad.
The art style.
Sweep the leg.
Oh,
I like
Slay
that.
the Spile.
belly
Spire.
button.
Slay the Spire
Okay,
mixed with
see-
like Slime Rancher.
This is what I'm talking about, man. This is what I'm talking about. This has got personality. This is silly. This is CT. This is like, I think this has, they got something going. Menu not great though.
I like the illustration.
Illustrations are fucking awesome. These call to actions are not. Oh my God. Z axis.
Let you
Block it.
Let you
Don't
connect
show.
up. I tried to cut it off. I don't know if anything showed or not.
Don't show anyone. No, you're good. All right.
Chat.
Let's do.
Is there a game on Treasure that you want us to play?
Let's.
And are we
Ooh,
just
choose
like
a difficulty?
I mean, it's hard to like kind of dive in blind to a bunch of different games and give like an accurate assessment. So we're just kind of vibe checking right now, I think.
Oh, it's total vibe check. Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to judge too hard. I really like the illustrations though. I will say that. I think they're fantastic.
Mm-hmm. I like the frog.
Yeah.
The Frog Knight.
This is sick.
Muck
I
Pawn
love the-
Tripper.
Cliff Biscuits.
Yeah,
How do you not like a guy by the name of Cliff Biscuits?
You gotta add him.
That's great. That's awesome. Incredible. All right. So equipment. Do I have? So I basically need cards or collectibles to equip this person, I guess. Yeah, because he's free to play. That's why I don't get all the goodies, the goody gumdrops. I'm into it though. I like where this is heading. I think that they need the UI HUD to match the style that they've established. So hopefully that's something that they start to develop a little bit further in terms of that brand voice, bringing it through everything. And I know it needs to be utilitarian to a certain extent, right? But if you had like this sort of like illustrative effect, like they could put a black stroke on everything. They could use similar colors for button affordances and things of that nature. That would, I think, start to come together and make it feel really special.
I just want to see you stab someone.
I'm on my way.
Let's go.
Here we go.
Yo,
here we go.
Green pig biscuits.
Big Cliff Biscuits. What do I do? Okay. Well, I don't. Cliff. This is the part that, is it telling me where they're going to attack, basically? All right, let's see. Attack. Deal 10 damage to an enemy target. Okay. Oh, I see. The cards inform who does what. Give target kaiju plus 10 block. Okay. 9 block. Discard all cards. Draw 1 card for every card discarded this way. Kind of reminds me of like a Dominion card.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty good one. I'm going to give him block because he has the lowest HP. So let's fire him up. Dwindle. And then let's do this guy, Mulligan.
Have you played this money?
As money?
Sweep the leg. I don't know. Money said hell yeah kaiju cards, and so.
Oh, I see the energy cost here I was missing. Okay. Target kaiju gains 9 block and strong block. If the target already has strong block, gain 1 energy. Okay. Let's do this. Let's make him the beefy boy even beefier. End my turn. Let them go. I love that he's got these little flies around him. That's pretty great too. Oh, damn. That was a big hit. What
do you think the story is here?
Clearly frogs are supreme. There's no doubt in my mind.
Okay.
Right? Apply fatigue to it.
I'm just thinking like, okay, Frogman,
Wizard,
Pinguo,
this is Merlin.
Pen and Cliff Biscuits are out on like they're on like a hike in Sonoma Valley, right? And then all of a sudden this giant stinky hobo and his like gang member friend come up and start giving you shit, right? They're trying to steal your picnic basket. And you're just trying
hate to see it.
You're just trying to get to the windmill.
That's all I want. That's all I've ever wanted. And if these guys are going to stop me from getting to that windmill filled with baskets of bombs, then they're gonna catch these hands. What is this down here? I'll say these are all cards. Sorry that happened to you. What the fuck? This guy's tough. This guy has been absolutely wrecking me.
The red one?
Yeah. Big hits. So before the homies die, so we got the challenge is, I didn't mean to, okay. The challenge is we only have 3 energy. So I don't know if this is going to be enough to help him. Deal 10 damage, gain 5 block. So we could do a couple of 1s. I think we do a couple of 1s. 1 cost, that is. Because then I get a block from that, block buff, and then I also get add debilitated if I do this. Oh, it gave me an energy. I didn't see that. Interesting. And we'll take him down again. Cool. I think we did okay. I missed something in terms of like cards that give you an additional energy, so I got to figure that out. but I think I'm gonna die this turn. Yep. Oh wow. Wow. Fuck. Shit. Intervene. I could see this game being fun. I could see it being fun. Needs to be enough card variety. Needs to be like maybe bigger power-ups. Needs to be adventure potentially. Let's do this. Add a little block. It's probably boring for you to watch though.
I am about to kill myself. I am so bored.
Yeah.
There's a lot of numbers. I like the way that the characters look.
Yeah, characters are great.
I like the numbers. It's probably more fun to play than it is to watch. I mean, Slay the Spire is one of the like most fun games to play, and it probably sucks really bad to watch. You know, you're just like dropping cards on people, and
yeah.
But
Look at this guy. I'm almost there, man.
I'm just trying, like in general, to kind of like it feels kind of like an arcade. Got a bunch of these different little web games. They all seem okay. None of them seem like groundbreaking. I don't know like what level of production they're all in.
Yeah.
Seems like a grand old time for a weekend or a couple days
Sure.
What's your gut feeling on like the longevity of these games and like the potential through our just our limited exposure here?
Well, I feel like
Kango gets it. He says, watching you play this game could be my next heroin. Kango's on board.
I just don't know how far, like, are we to expect that this is supposed to be like very far along in terms of development, or is this an alpha? Like, I don't know.
It looks like it's an alpha, right?
It looks like it needs a lot more development. It's got the for being fun, but
it reminds me of that Winnie the Pooh home run flash game. You ever seen that?
No, I don't think so.
It's like you're playing baseball and you got to hit home runs, but it's all Winnie the Pooh themed.
Oh, I mean, that reminds me of like, what was that backyard baseball game back in the day with like Pablo, PD Pablo or whatever. My brother used to play it all the time.
The rapper?
It was awesome. PD Pablo, the rapper. No, backyard baseball, and they made a backyard football. That game was the literal best game.
Those games were really good, yeah.
They're so good.
Money says all Web3 games are in alpha. Yeah, true.
Yeah, I know.
Money also says Pablo Sanchez, king.
Sanchez, that's what his last name was. Pablo Sanchez.
PD Pablo was a rapper, right? Do I have that?
I fucked that up. Yeah, that was on me.
It's a
Guys,
catchier name, honestly.
Sure is. Fuck, that's not what I wanted. I would say that yes, most Web3 games, if not all Web3 games, are in some form of alpha or beta. But I also know that there are particular games that have been in alpha that have blown our fucking socks off.
Yeah.
And obviously,
I know
the state that Parallel was in an alpha was very impressive.
Yes.
And
same with
the state that the watch is in currently, yep. Very impressive. And I haven't had a single match. I mean, we're not getting a lot of matches right now for the watch simply because there's not a lot of players in. But I haven't had a single match that's been buggy or units aren't displaying correctly or any of that like. So yeah, I don't know. I think there's a particular bar that is required for an alpha in order for it to stick with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, like, what are the expectations?
Oh my god!
But there's like,
I gotta go through this map.
Here's the thing.
Good lord!
Right? It's like people have been complaining about this on Steam as well, right? There's a lot of early access games where that wasn't even a thing before, and this is partly because people are bootstrapping. It's partly because the way that crowdfunding and people want to go without developers and without full studio support. But there's a point where it's detrimental if you release an alpha at a certain point. It's detrimental to your goals and your progress.
That's exactly.
And
Exactly that.
like if I pop open a game and it's not, there can be like some bugs and some like, graphical things, but if the game's not fun, then
From a fundamental level.
you should have not done alpha. You should have not released it. Like
Right.
the game has to be fun, and I mean, I have a pretty high threshold. I'd say like a pretty good level of polish, to the most that could be expected out of an alpha game. Otherwise, you're just shooting yourself in the foot. I mean, it sucks so bad to like open a game and just like sit there and slog through it.
Yeah.
And like, it's the worst, man. And just wait a little bit. I know there's a lot to be gained in developers' minds because the Web3 gaming cycle, and there's a lot of hype right now. But if your game's not fun, even in its very earliest state, you're just boned. It's just such a bad experience.
I mean, you're competing against good games that still don't see the light of day, right? There's so many indie games that are incredible that still don't get the attention that they deserve. So if yours isn't up to snuff in comparison to them too, it's like why bother almost?
Yeah.
This looks good. This actually looks some of the most developed of any of the games that we were just looking at.
Is it Roblox?
I have seen people playing it. It's got some Roblox aesthetic, doesn't it? This looks good though. This could be something. But either way, we've been on for an hour and a half now, so we should probably cut it here.
Yeah. Hey guys, go check out Treasure. Play some of these, and if there's one that you want us to like revisit on stream, let us know. Hit us up on Twitter or whatever, because we're down to keep playing these. But we also wanna bring you like the best shit we can find. Right? There's a lot of people who are kind of playing whatever, and for our sanity and for your sanity, we kind of want to cherry pick the cream of the crop. We'll leave all the other games to Money. Money can play all the pre-alpha games.
Yeah, right, Money?
Money,
You're cool with that, right?
Would send Money the shittiest games that you have, and he'll play all of it.
Too funny.
No,
I'm just looking at the chat now.
What do you think?
Austin's bullish on Kororo, huh? Interesting.
I thought the trailer looked light years better than that gameplay snippet.
Yeah, but also like I didn't even get into apparently what was the actual game. I was just doing the battles. So maybe there's a lot to uncover still.
Could be.
Yeah. Either way, good stuff. We applied for the creator program, so we might be diving much deeper into more Treasure games, and I'm sure there's already some in there too. Like you have to understand the ecosystems a little bit. There's obvious nuance that's involved in the ecosystems, and like it's easier to be bullish on projects too when you know a lot of the background and the conversations and the team. Very much like when we first started getting to know the Parallel team, and you get to see their thinking, you get to see all the things, or you get little teasers of all the things that are coming too. So we're missing a lot of that context. So I also want to be respectful of the fact that there's probably people that have been following these ecosystems for a long time and have a much better idea of what's coming up. So,
it brings up a good point, right? Remember when people were doing tier lists and Parallel was like down at the bottom of the tier list?
Yeah.
And it was because they hadn't played the game or they didn't know anything about it.
They literally didn't play any of the game though.
Like we're not.
They didn't play the game.
Yeah.
There was like lists where people were like, "Yeah, I haven't played it yet, but it's fucking C."
Well, like,
just like what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. So like, what's the criteria? Like, how much do you need to know? Because like 99% of people, and this was the argument that we heard from those tier lists, was like 99% of people are gonna hop on the website, open the game, and that's gonna be their first impression. Nobody's gonna do like straight up research and know the tokenomics and know how hard the team's been working, right? So like there needs to be a level of product, but also that other stuff that we were talking about, like it definitely factors into it at some extent. Like what's the math there in your mind at least?
I don't know. It's a really good question. I'm thinking through it as you're asking the question. 2 hours of gameplay required to tier. Yeah, that's the bar.
That's fair.
I'm trying to think of it like from the standpoint of like UX principles too, because like so much of what we do on a daily basis at work is like, if you build it, they will come. But no, not necessarily. Like if you build it and you hold their hands, they'll try it. Doesn't mean that they'll stay around. You have to create incentivization structures. You have to make the experience sticky. In this particular, world, it has to be fun, right? And then that all has to invite you to discover more. Like Austin's a great example. Like Austin wasn't in and wasn't a day one, but like he saw the potential of an ecosystem. He saw really well-designed cards. He saw what looked like a promising game. I'm assuming he was already a TCG player because he's pretty good. So when you see all of these sort of like success metrics, then it's a lot easier to be like, all right, I see the potential here. I'm interested in deep diving the lore, which cards are the rarest, which cards are needed, so forth and so on. So there's just like so many different factors to lower the barrier of entry, and that games need to be mindful of. So it's really tough to like make an accurate assessment of a game, just like clicking play and diving in. But at the same time, like they need to hold our hands. They need to assume that I might be coming through like naturally from a friend's request. I've seen a bunch of videos from Cobra about Kororo. And so it's like, okay, cool. There must be something here. So then I don't necessarily spend the time to learn about it, and I dive in. Like you have one, maybe two chances to capture me. If you do not capture me, then that's kind of on you.
Yeah, I think that's more than fair. I think that's where, I mean, I think that's generous. I think that's more than most people give. But I thought
it's like sometimes in a minute, you're
but,
like, oh, fuck this. I'm not doing this.
But it's definitely fair. I think we're going to keep running into this question, and we're going to keep running into this as the ecosystem evolves and more games launch and there's more hype. I mean, we saw it also. It's kind of just the nature of like a Web3 cycle, right? We saw this with profile pictures too, where it's like,
oh, totally.
Certain projects, you hear about them, then they're all hyped, and then you go in there and you're like, what the fuck? Like this is like obviously a scam, and people are buying and selling them for like 10 ETH each, and it's like,
that's a good point.
It's like, oh my god,
about the comparisons.
It doesn't mean you can't make. I mean, you can make money off it, but that's kind of what everyone else is doing, and that's why it all sucks. Like I don't know, man. I would rather just focus on shit that like I just think is cool and just ride.
Yeah, for sure.
Way less thought. I'll probably make less money, but it's like, oh my god, just give me simple options with something good,
Yeah, I mean, onto that point too. It's like something about that analogy is kind of telling. I think the bear market in a lot of ways acted as a natural filtration process. There was games that we even bought assets for, like Inferno, for instance. Like I thought that Inferno had the potential to be a really cool game. We had them on stream a couple of times. It looked really promising, and I don't know where they are in development. Like maybe they're still going to do it, but
I thought they rugged
right now. They might have rugged. I don't know. And the bear market will make or break particular teams that weren't set up for success and set up for scale. And then on the other hand, you have games that might have gotten funding in the bull market in 2021, early 2022, that are still riding that investment and still making games based on that investment, but also still do not have the fundamentals to make a successful ecosystem or game. So those are probably coming to fruition now. And then you'll have this like another phase of natural filtration where like they finally release the thing in alpha or beta, and then is it good enough? Like, are people going to stick around and continue playing it? So you have that's where like incentivization, stickiness, tokenomics, all of that needs to come to fruition and really make sense. And if you didn't spend the time, or maybe you just didn't have the experience to formulate that stuff correctly, unfortunately, it might mean that like it's going to fizzle out. But I think we're going to see this year make or break a lot of these studios that came in the bull and the bear.
Yeah, definitely. The ones who stick around, who stick around after this one, are going to be lifelong. I'm pretty sure.
I hope so.
So
I hope so. Either way, we're having fun doing it. I think this is the year that we've been talking about. This is the year that we've been saying is going to be a big one, and it really is. I mean, we're only in the middle of February, and we're on stream and we're playing handfuls of games. And like the watch was a great moment for us too, where it's like this is an early game that we supported, and now it's finally here. So to have the ability to do this, play card games, play the watch, you know, talk to our friends, be in these communities, is pretty fucking sweet. So it's not lost on us, but yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see like how some of these games continue to evolve.
100%. Well, you want to end on that note, Ray? You want to ride off into the sunset?
Let's ride off, man. This was fun.
It was fun. A little bit off the beaten path for what we usually do, which was fun. Checking out Treasure.
Yeah.
We also
I like
had
it.
Rarity on to talk about sleeves. If you missed that, make sure to go back and rewind, because especially if you play Parallel and you have any assets, they're doing some cool stuff. So go check them out for sure.
Absolutely.
Tomorrow we have Austin playing more Parallel as well.
He's back.
He's
The
back.
Denim Daddy.
He's doing it. He's doing it.
He's gonna do it.
I can't believe it.
My grandfather.
Austin's gonna be playing Parallel tomorrow, and then do you know if Shrapnel's opening up again this weekend, or if is that
Ooh,
a
good question.
Is that a once a month thing or a once a week thing?
I mean, if I were them, I'd want a weekend of rest. But I think they said they're gonna have multiple of these. I thought Dub said every couple of weeks, but
Okay.
someone can correct me. Also, what's up, Steph? Thanks for the praises.
Thanks, Steph. Why aren't you cooking?
Am I right?
Got her. Hey.
I'm so sorry.
All right, guys, that's it for us today. Thank you so much. Thank you to all the Strausonauts. Thank you to everyone who's tuned in from the beginning. We will be back with more Game Cellar next week. As we said, tomorrow we got Austin, and then all sorts of good stuff next week. So check us out. And yeah, I'm going to go drink some Sudafed.
Have fun, man. Enjoy it. Enjoy the trip.
Thanks, man. Peace.
GG's. Peace.